they're baiting with nothing to say, and OG, they had no idea this was coming.
They want Amar.
Huge dual breath in onto Amar and Misha. Focus the Husker on with a battery assault. Jin-Q body blocking him, and Amar about to die as your first blood spilt out by LGD Zeus. Nothing to spot. I'll go towards Arme. A couple of burning spears. Why? Getting chased down by Tiger. So revenge for OG incoming. No way for Jakiro to slip away from that. Finish him off with the
They want to get a return kill. Only level 1 on Clockwork. Needs to be a little bit careful.
Straight towards Tiger though. Into the middle of 3 of them. Shadow Word on him. Tiger wind running away, and now Jin-Q gonna hand his life over to Amar, who gets a double kill.
OG used the opportunity.
So that's why I was wondering, against the Huskar, it kind of makes sense, but do you have the worry that he's not going to scale if he buys this item? It's quite expensive for a position 1 to go for this utility item. As in that mid lane, top rune spot, BZM trapped inside the cogs. Jin-Q, he sets it up for nothing to say here to get a bit more zap damage in. And
on 3 heroes against the tri-lane, that's going to be massive. This is when LGD will try to get a kill or 2.
The contest on the pull. Jin-Q getting shackled, but he's got Tiger inside the cogs now. Dagger across from Arme. Close the gap onto the Wind Ranger. She'll try and get out with the Wind Run. Jin-Q going in, but the Solar Guardian is coming in, landing onto Amar's head. And Huskar, the quick change of focus, charging in towards Misha and Tiger now, and all 3 of them are going to die. Clockwork, the only casualty for LGD. Zeus, yeah, he was dropping low in that mid lane.
He was ready to pop the ulti, but...
They are 2v3. They push LGD back, and in the mid lane, another shackle shot. An interesting angle there from Tiger. Still unable to finish him off, and nothing to say. Stands his ground. Blows up the Wind Ranger and survives on a sliver of HP.
Raindrop ready, but they're waiting for nothing to say on the high ground.
They were waiting for him. They know that rotation was coming, but the Solar Guardian and the Raindrops popped down. Nothing to say, he's fine. BZM spent his combo with no kill coming, and the turnaround cancelled by Tiger. Good shackle shot. Stops the Starbreaker, and Uragi's faceless void. He's here with Chrono ready, holding onto it for the time being, and blown up completely. Didn't spend his ultimate. Well, Amar, yes, he'll kill off Y, but Spectre chasing him down under the tier 1 tower top. The avalanche toss, not finishing off the clock. LGD yet again winning a battle where it looked like OG had the setup on them.
Yeah, nothing to say was keeping the distance on Zeus, using Arc Lightning like, I don't know, 10-15. Have as much, so this Deso is going to help out quite a lot. Jin-Q, shackle on him.
And BZM coming forward, but there we go. Dawnbreaker ulti. It is forced down, the Chrono on 2. Why? And nothing to say. You're looking to get damage in from the sidelines. The Tiny was trapped inside the Chrono. Now Ice Path and caught out. BZM in trouble. The Spectre horns back in towards Uragi. Chasing the Faceless Void. A good shackle shot comes. But Uragi, that time walk to the low ground, I don't think that's enough to give him the space he needs.
One more zap.
LGD will find the Faceless Void. A lot of ultimates expended in that trade. But LGD coming out on top once again. BZM, pick off the Jakiro.
Oh, the slows on the attack speed.
So
nothing
difficult.
to say. Has another chain and we'll get it.
He's going to get the double here, isn't he? I mean, Amar is arriving. Jin-Q will try and save, nothing to say, but the Huskar with the damage. Amar jumps in, the cogs were good, but they kill the Zeus.
That's a big one. Amar, GLGD will do a wraparound. It's only Wind Ranger that they can find. Should be an easy one. Another Arcane Rune. Could we check the rune control again for this particular game? Because in the previous one, yeah. Zeus 6, Tiny 3, and Clockwork, I believe, like one of the fastest one was an EU DPC. Div 2, like 5 minutes, 5-minute Midas, because Faceless, it was also on Faceless Void, yeah. Low skill, I believe. His outpost planting some vision, being very annoying in their face. And they have this global presence, they don't even need it to pop the Warlock.
No, they don't. Straight onto the Warlock, and yeah, LGD is so good at playing into their vision.
They want to take a fight right now. Spectre. Haunt is available if they want to show where Warlock is.
And they see Uragi. A few spells onto him immediately. The golem dropped in onto just Jin-Q. The fatal bombs across the 4 of them. Tiny in with the avalanche toss, and they've killed the Clockwork quickly. Solar Guardian now, as Faith Beyond arrives, and they'll burst through too. Tiger and BZM being blown up. Y will drop, and Faith Beyond taken out by Amar, and Uragi's Chrono. The turnaround for OG. They kept Tiger alive, and now they're on the Spectre. 5 heroes about to die. LGD getting wiped.
Oh, what a beautiful fight from OG. Very patient. Usually you would want to give it to Tiny, but Tiny does not have a DP. Hook shot.
In. Y trying to catch up here to Tiger, but the shackle shot keeps him at bay. And Huskar straight back in with the life break in a fire. Power shot trying to snipe Q, but he popped his one, and it looks like he should get away.
OG doesn't rely, like, even without, you know, Chronosphere and Rock, they can still take a fight.
Global presence and the Spectre joining in, but beautifully done by OG to execute, and they'll continue. Their steamroller don't stop. Q, another one on the list, ticked off.
I love build on Uragi this time around, going for the Fusel Blade to be able to have...
Well, Amar can basically just solo Roshan.
Got scouted out. Amar still has Armlet and 16 wand charges. Let's see. Q looking for an angle, gets it.
Forward, they get into the pit. Roshan nearly dead, and they blow up Amar. The Thunder God's Wrath, beautifully placed on Misha. He drops the golem in on them, snatched up. BZM grabs the Aegis and the three-man Chrono. Uragi's got four of them trapped in there, in fact. Nothing to say, focus down, and the upheaval slows them to a crawl. There's no escape. OG, they're destroying them. Army's left out in the river. No way to get out of the grasp of OG.
Even though they got a good initiation, they've found...
And he's not too happy about that.
He wanted that Aegis, you know, Amar.
Yeah, he absolutely would have loved to have it. As Uragi picks up yet another one. One in that top jungle. Look at that damage spread. 10.7k from the Warlock. And that's majority from the Fatal Bonds. Haunt in from Army. They're hunting though. OG are in on to Zeus. Nothing to say. Can't heavily jump away. And a time walk out by the Faceless Void. Creates the gap he needs. Allowing LGD to pick up the pieces, clear up Tiger,
yes,
but now
blade slowing them down.
Dilation, the diffusal blade slow, and BZM with the gap closed. Oh, they toss him back into Amar, who's got the damage to rip the Dawnbreaker, limb from limb.
If this is a Melch...
Bounty rune gold as well. Of course, getting them later on gives you more of that money. Why, very aggressively farming this bottom Radiant jungle. OG is spamping them. Don't let them get away with this. Get straight onto that Jakiro. Q with the hook shot, the force staff across. But Y is focused down. Q has the force staff and TP home. 2 Radiant Observer wards. And one up towards the top jungle and one on the... basically the ground of the dire base. Faith Beyond, scouted by the power shot. Uragi chases. Shackle shot and the avalanche there. And this Faceless Void now unstoppable.
Value from this Diffusal Blade. I already mentioned it a couple of times, but yeah,
more.
Got him like 4 kills already. Level 18 on kind of a plate. They're trying to split the map and then take them by surprise.
Straight back in onto Uragi. Kill 2 bot, move up to top. Golden dropped onto Faith Beyond. The Ice Path misses, but Uragi's gone straight in towards Nothing to Say. Nearly blown up, but it's BKB forcing the Eon Disc now after that Chrono. Uragi realizing quickly he couldn't finish the job that he started. And they will pick off Misha with Q's cogs. Faith Beyond. Careful, buddy. Look who's coming over this hill. It's a monster. It's Amar. And he is hungry. Oh, now looking towards that second Roshan. 1.5 minutes until the big man spawns up again. Q down in the bottom jungle. Find him. Oh,
he found the angle. Still gonna die.
Hook shot to the creeps, but 3 heroes, 3 cores.
On Zeus, he does have an E on this, but let's see this one. Ame, up and down, up and down.
Trying to juke it all around, but Amar's found him. Focusing the Spectre and the Chrono, jump in from Uragi, diving deeper. Tiger dies, Ame somehow, he's still alive. Solar Guardian's there to heal up the Zeus as well, but the Spectre finished off by OG.
Ame with the buyback.
He wants to fight and continue this one. Misha doesn't have the golem. Down goes the Warlock. Faith Beyond with a double kill, and Amar, he needs backup, and he needs it fast. He'll life break down to the low ground on the creep wave, but LGD, they've got his number. Amar's in the cogs.
Oh, he's gonna get a kill.
He's gonna
9
finish
charges,
off
9 stacks. They're trying to keep him alive with the Glimmer Cape, but it's not gonna be enough. Roshan is being pinged out twice. Time Walk misses.
Clockwork in the cogs, shackled up. Well, there's Tiger, showing off his fancy new item. Repositioning him too far back. We'll go aggressively onto their high ground, move to their top lane, find an avalanche toss onto their Jakiro, and pick off Y.
Tiger has been on point, playing with close the distance between the heroes, potentially get
Here he comes.
Toss back.
Clockwork's in. A hook shots and cogs the golem. In onto Faith Beyond's hit. Faceless Void, Uragi BKB's up, but the Zeus is being focused by the Huskar. Amar just jumps straight into the back line.
Oh, doesn't get a bash.
No, he just TP's home. He's perfectly fine now, and Dawnbreaker slamming into them. BZM about to dive, but blinks away from the hammer. Arme down in the river, looking to slip away from Uragi and Amar, but another life break comes on forward. Solar Guardian is there from Faith Beyond, and they turn it on,
and he gets it. Crit 1.2k.
Big DD slamming from Faith Beyond, and he aims BZM now. They've got the clockwork, sure, but Uragi needs to do so much more. Faith Beyond will be a big pick-off for them. And LGD lose 3 heroes, while OG could still go.
Jumps to high ground just to use Hand of Midas.
He's got Chrono, they've got Shackle Shot, and it looks like they're going to get an easy kill. Find the pick-off yet again onto the Jinkyu Clockwork.
Amar getting
Life break back into Fountain. Faith Beyond being found and immediately first hit bashed. Cancel the TP.
Can she get a blink?
Him into the trees. He BKBs up. The blink is coming. The hook shot forward. They'll save him up with Jinkyu's move. Uragi trapped in the cogs. Or is the Clockwork trapped with him? The bashes and stones. Uragi just turns and faces against Clockwork. LGD
keeps on rising. 2.5 minutes for a potential roast spawn. There is a basher on Dawnbreaker.
Catch on White. Arme wants to force a fight. Nimbus there, Tiger hook-shotted up. They've lost their Jakiro, but Uragi with his BKB and having Chrono ready, looking for Jinkyu. The bashes don't come. LGD disappear as quickly as they arrived and getting a 1-for-1.
Quick in and out. They're buying time.
Campbell is Echo, of course, has the Mage Slayer. Aghanims are Amar. They jump the Huskar, but look at that Golem. They drop it with the Fatal Bonds on them, and Amar is still healthy to battle Faith Beyond. Brings the Dawnbreaker down. BZM in the back line takes down Jinkyu and Y as well. Tiger running up that high ground.
It seems like PSG.LGD, they're running out of steam. They cannot match with the damage, healing, sustain that OG has at the moment.
But Uragi on the high ground and BZM with a jump in, tosses Jinkyu across. Nimbus there and Uragi. Oh, he's lost a lot of HP by the time walk out. Tiger diving deep in towards, nothing to say Zeus, but they've got the damage to bring him down. And a Solar Guardian launching Faith Beyond forward.
Oh, the bash!
Jumping straight in towards them. Amar's going to life break back. BZM looks safe. He's managed to disengage. Amar on the run back, but Uragi, he's got the Chrono still. Eon Disc, it's not there. Doesn't have it available. Zeus gone. Faith Beyond getting caught out. And that's going to be the beginning of the end now. No Dawnbreaker. Amar and Uragi
Amar's isolated, he's going to go down.
He's got the inner fire, he's got the ability to stand his ground, but he will finally fall and hit the ground.
And Roshan respawn, a lot of commit. Uragi still wants to get something done. There's the silence.
He sees the Zeus, stances him up, but Uragi time walking a little deeper and then back out again as BZM chucks the trees at them. Arme loses a third of his HP and the Zeus getting whacked around. The damage is incoming from OG. Uragi jumps back across and in again. The Zeus about to die. Arme stuck here. A nice macro pie.
What a play from Uragi. In and out with the time walks. And PSG.LGD, they know they have no business left in this one. So we're going to go to the full distance. We're going to game 3.
OG showing, even after a game 1 stomp, they've got